Okay. So I hope you can understand this part. I'm going to make a ability. Square root of 9, square root of a, right? Square root of 16, 7, right? Square root of 25, square root of 21. So you guys need to be familiar with this part. How to represent the square root symbol, right? Of a number or of an algebraic term, so on and so forth, right? After your grade 8, you might be finding the square root of these kind of things as well. මෙහෙම තියෙනවා. Square root of a into b to the power 2. Square root of, right? This is already available, but not for the algebraic term. A squared, b squared, right? So on and so forth. Right?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, well, yeah.
Should we write this?
Which one?
What do you say, sir?
No. If you want to write, I would say no. On here. Right. If you want to write something, I will definitely say. Right. Okay. So let's go to the page number 4. Let's go to the page number 4. Right. Now, there's a little bit of table. Right. There's a little bit of table. Right. So I will draw it here. Right. So I will not go. I am not going to do it by using the screen. Right. So I will do it here. Right. So for the first column is number. Right. Then we have as a multiple of same number. You know how to represent this one as a multiple of same number. This is the second column. Right. This is the first column. This is the second column. And third column is perfect square in index form. Right. Perfect square in index form. Right. Fourth one, the square root of the number. Square root of the number. Alright. So I'm not going to write all of the names of the columns, right? But I will explain you how to fill this table. Right. Right. So Buddha, here I have given you some numbers, so you are very familiar with these things, which are perfect squares. 4, 25, 64, 49, 81, 100, and 1. So how do we write this as a multiple of the same number? I did it earlier. Right? 4.
So, is it 4 multiplied by 4?
2 multiplied by 4.
No, 4 multiplied by 4.
2
2 multiplied by 2.
multiplied by 2. Right? So you know that. Right? Perfect square in index form. Yes, perfect in third column. Perfect square in index form. I told you earlier and I gave you a recap how to represent this number as an index. 2 times 2, 2 to the power
2.
2. So you are going to obtain square root of this number, right? Square root of this number. Square root of the number. Square root of the number. So this is 4 and we can write 4 as 2 to the power 2, right? This is the number 4. We can write this number 4 as 2 to the power 2, right? As 2 to the power 2, right? If we want to obtain the square root of the number, that means square root of 2 to the power 2, right? Square root of 2 to the power 2. So that we can write, focus on the board, important part, right? The square root of the number is here. Number is here. So the square root of 4, right? I will take square root of 4. Alright, square root of 4 is equal to square root of, right?
2.
No, is equal to, I'm explaining, right? Square root of 2 to the power 2. Alright, same thing. So 4 can be represented as 2 to the power 2. So this 4 can be replaced as, 4 can be written down as 2 to the power 2, right? So now focus on the board, important part. Now here is the square root. Now you have 2 to the power 2, right? And how you are going to obtain the square root of this, right? Now think, this is a knife. Maybe square root can knife. Right? Oh, katak. Katak ke liye no? This is something like this name. Katak. You can cut. You can cut what? You can cut what? You can cut power 2, right? You can cut this. By using this square root symbol, you can cut your power 2, right? You can cut your power 2. So what is the remaining number? Remaining number is number 2, right? So the answer is equal, right? Square root of 4 is equal to square root of 2 to the power 2. That means here you have cathode and you are going to cut the power 2. So the remaining number is 2. So the square root of 4 is equal to 2. Right? I am going to do one thing. Right? Please write this. You have to catch the pattern now. There is a pattern and you need to understand that. Correct? I am going step by step here. Right? Consider square root is a knife. You are going to cut your power 2 by using cathode or knife. What? මතක නැහැ කැත්තට කියන එක මොකක්ද? දැන් දන්නවද කවුරු කැත්තට මොකක්ද කියන එක ඉංග්‍රීසි මට මතක නැහැ. right? X ද? ඒ පොළොව. හරිද?
Sickle.
Please send me a message. මට ඒක ඇහෙන්නේ නැහැ පුතේ. පරක්. Right. Right. So right, you are going to do this part with me. මේක මාත් එක්ක කරන්න. හරි? Now take your pens and prepare. Right. So 25. You are going to write 25 as a multiple of same number. How you are going to write it? Please tell me. 25 multiple of the same number.
5 into 5.
5 into 5. 5 into 5. How you are going to represent 5 into 5 as a perfect square index form? 5 to the power 2, 5 square, right? So that means 5 to the power 2, or you can say 5 square, right? Now, can you please fill this and send me the answer to the chat? I want to see who finishes first. And do it fast. please fill this part and send me the last answer to the chat. Okay, guys, we got the first place. Nice. Sinara second. Third, Chanakri. All right. Fourth, Methula. Fifth, sixth, Movino. Right. Okay. I cannot count now. Right. Yes. Yes. Right. Okay. So, please fill the rest by using the same way and send me the answer in a single message. Right. Single message means A, comma, B, comma, C, comma, D. Example like this. Okay. Right. For an example, you can type 1, 2, 3, 4. Just say the answers. I want to see who finishes first. Rest of the part. Do it fast. Ah, nice. Maybe you go to the first place. Sinara comes to second place. Five to third. Fourth, Nethmita. Tamagri fifth. So at least try to send me one answer, right, per day. Hello. දැන් අනිත් අය උව කියලා ඔයාලා බොරි වෙන්නේ නැහැ හරි. අයියෝ මට එවන්න කරනවානේ කියලා. එහෙම එකක් නැහැ හරි. You need to increase your speed. මෙතන එහෙම තමයි ඔයාලගේ ස්පීඩ් එක වැඩි කරගන්න පුළුවන්. හරි. Yes sir. Right. Yes. Certainly, you have changed the square roots. හරි. මම හිතන්නේ පුතා මාරු කරගෙන මේ type කරනකොට අංක දෙකක්. හරි. 7 and 8. Right. When typing, you have changed. It should be 7 and 8 නෙමෙයි 8 and 7, right? Kehamsa.
Okay, sir.
හරි පුතා. ඒක බලන්න පුතා. When you are typing, I think you have capitalized. Right. Right. Okay. So here, right, 64. 64 can be written down as 8 multiplied by 8. And that means 8 to the power 2. So square root of 64 can be written down as square root of 8 to the power 2. So this is a knife, cut the power 2, so the answer is 8. So the basic thing you need to understand is square root of 64. Right? If someone asks, Macha, what is the square root of 64? Just say 8 times 8, 64, 8. The answer is 8. That's the thing you need to obtain here. Square root of 64. 64 can be written down as 8 times 8. So this is a capital, right? Nicely. But power 2, 8 is here. Hello. 8 times 8, 8. Square root of 64 is 8. Done. Right. This one. 49. 7 multiplied by 7. 7 to the power 2. Square root of 49 is equal to square root of 7 to the power 2 equals square root of 49 is 7. Done. 81. 9 multiplied by 9. 9 to the power 2. So that square root of 81 is equal to square root of 9 to the power 2 is equal to cut the power 2 by using your knife. Then the remaining part is 9. Square root of 100. 10 multiplied by 10. Right? I'm not going to write this one. Right? Square root of 100. What is the value? Square root of 100. 10 multiplied by 10. Answer is 10. Right? 1 can be written down as 1 into 1. That means 1 to the power 2. Right? 1 into 1 means 1 to the power 2. Right? So square root of 1 is equal to square root of 1 to the power 2 is equal to 1. Right? Square root of 1 is equal to 1. Square root of 25 is equal to
5.
5. Square root of 49 is equal to 7. Square root of 36 is equal to 6. Perfect. Square root of 4 is equal to 7. 2. Square root of 9.
3.
3. Square root of 100.
10.
10. Square root of 16.
8.
10.
8, no?
8 means what?
8.
Square root of 16. Again 8. I'll kill you.
4.
No, square root of 64. What is the square root of 64? Is it 4? Then
No. 64. 8.
8. Then the square root of 16 is again 8.
4.
මතක් කරන පොඩ්ඩක් වෙලාවක් යනවා. Square root of 16 is 4. Square root of 64 is 8. Right? Square root of 121.
11.
11. Square root of 169.
30.
30. Square root of 144.
12.
12. Huh? 12. Right. Uday, Hari, did you got this? Where they are now? Uday, they are now? YON. Pata karana. Very nice. Just send me a message. Right. Samara TV. Yes. Samara. Right. Right. Do you have any questions from this? Make a mosa question. Right. Wait. Right. Mahana. Right. So the Page number 4, right? Below the table, I have given you a box, small box, right? So in a nutshell, remember below point. මෙච්චර මතක තියාගන්න. හරිද? So inside that box, right? You have to write. You have a box something like this. Then we have right? Inside this, you may write, right? Square root of 24. Sorry, 25 is 5, right? The square root of 49 is 7, right? Square root of 144 is 12. Square root of 81 is 9. So this is all what you need to remember. Right? You can remember this is nothing. Yeah? Right. Okay. Right. Okay. So let's fill the below table, right? I'll do only one thing, right? So here you have number, then you have the square root symbol, then you have the square root, right? We are doing the same thing, ne? Doesn't matter. Right. So this will be a great practice for you, right? 149, blah blah blah. So we can write 1. This is the number, right? Number is 1. And we are going to obtain the square root of 1, right? That means square root of 1. Square root of 1 is 1. Because 1 into 1, 1. Right? Right? Square root of 1 is 1. I'll do this on 4. Square root of 4. Maybe take the square root of this. Square root of 4. Square root of 4 is 2. Right? Square root of 4 is 2. Fill the rest. And send me the answer. Alright, okay, I have received an answer. Okay, Chanukri has said it. Chanukri got the first place. Try to increase your speed and accuracy. Correct? Same way, make square root of 9, square root of 16, square root of 25, square root of 36, square root of 49, square root of 64, square root of 81, square root of 100. What is? And if you get the value, this is nothing. Yes. Okay. But I think the time is enough. Yes, okay. Okay, now look at the board. Focus on the board. I'll discuss this. Right. Square root of 9. Square root of 9 is 3. 3 times 3, 9. Square root of 60. 4. 4 times 4, 60. Right. Square root of 25. 5 times 5, 25. 5. Square root of 25 is 5. Square root of 36, 6. Square root of 49, 7. Square root of 64, 8. Square root of 81, 9 times 9, 9. Square root of 100. 100 means 10 times 10. So the square root of 100 is 10. Right? This is it. So you know now what is square root. Right. Okay. I hope you do not have any questions from this because this is very easy. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. So you guys have sent me from the beginning. Right. Okay. Right. Now let's move to the next part. This one is bit hard. But if you catch the correct pattern, this is nothing. Correct? Game up now. Shall we have the break? අපි break එක ගමුද? අද පොඩක් කලින් මොකද දන්නා? I want to learn this. Right, sorry, I want to teach this to you because this will take some time. Right? ඒ නිසා එක දිගට කරන්න ඕන. So I do not like to break the rhythm. Correct? So okay, let's take the break now. Let's meet at 7:25. 7:25. දැන් පුතේ මෙතන ඉස්සරහින් ඉන්න බා පොඩ්ඩක් රවුමක් දාලා පොඩ්ඩක් එළියට ගිහිල්ලා right එන්න මෙතනම ඉන්න බා ස්ක්‍රීන් එක දිහා බලන්න ඉන්න බා right okay so page number 4 right page number 4 last part sorry finding the square root of a perfect square using prime factors when you hear the word prime factors right so you know how to present a number by using a prime numbers. So how we are going to obtain prime numbers of a particular number? So for an example, I will say 80. Now someone is asking from you, Maja, please write 18 right as a product of prime factors. Right? Product of prime factors. So how we are going to find the prime factors? Right. 18 is here. 18 can be divided by using the smallest prime factor, which is 2. Right? 2 times 9. 80. Now 9 should be divided by the next smallest prime factor. So yes, 9 cannot. Yes, 9 cannot be divided by 2. But 9 can be divided by 3. 3 times 3. So until you get 1 at the end, you have to divide. So 3 can be divided by 3. 3 times 1. Now, at the end, I have number 1. At the end, I have number 1. So the 18 can be represented as a product of prime factors 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. Right? 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. Right? 2 times 3, 6. 6 times 3, 80. Done. I'll do another one. 24. How to represent it as product of the prime factors. Now this is product of prime factors. Product of prime factors. Product means multiplication, right? Multiplication. Product of prime factors. So 24. We have to divide 24 by 2. So 24 can be divided by 2. So 2 times 12. Then 2 times 6. 6 can be again divided by 2. 2 times 3. Now 3 cannot be divided by 2. So you have to use 3. Next prime factor. 3 times 1. Now at the end you have 1. So 24 can be represented as 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3. 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2, 8. 8 times 3, 24. Alright? You have to keep that in your mind. Keep this part in your mind. Alright? Right. Okay. So let's get back to the work. Example number 1. Find the value of square root of 100 using prime factors. Right. So how we are going to find? Wait a minute. So example number 1. Under page number 4. Page number 4. Example number 1. Alright. Right. Find the value of square root of 100 by using prime factors. You know the value of square root of 100, right? And once you can say this is 10, but they are asking from you to, right? Find the value of square root using prime factors. Prime factors. Ne? So here you have 100. Ne? First of all, you are going to divide 100 by prime factors. 100 can be divided by smallest factor 2, right? 2 times 50. 50 can be again divided by 2, no? Yes. 2 times 25. Can 25 be divided by 2? No. So, can 25 divided by 3? No. Yes. Yes. 25 can be divided by 5, the next prime factor. 5 times 5, 25. And here you have 5, and we are going to divide 5 by itself. 5 times 1. Now, the quotient become 1. Now, you can represent your 100. Right? You can represent your 100 equals 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5. 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5. Right? 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 5, 20. 20 times 5, 100. Right? So the 100 can be written down as this. Right? We can write it like this. So here you have square root of 100. Equal mark square root of 100. Remember, 100 can be written down as 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5. So now how we are going to get the answer? Right. Okay. Please write this method earlier. Please write up to it. Then send me D. When I'm explaining why you guys are writing. Oh, you have done it earlier, right? Right. Okay. Come here earlier, all of you. Right. Right. Okay. Right. So now we can write like this. There are few ways that you can use. There are few ways. Correct? So you know something like this. When we got done on Huda, this is important. If you want, you can write this, right? You can write 2 multiplied by 2 as 2 to the power 2, right? You know that, right? And 5 multiplied by 5 means 5 to the power 2, right? You know this one. We got done, right? This is what I important. So any number can be written down as any number, right? So I'm going to use this here. Maybe use method, right? So now focus on the board. Here we have 2 multiplied by 2. 2 multiplied by 2, right? That means
2 to the power 2.
yes, 2 to the power 2. Multiply 5 multiplied by 5. 5 to the
2
power
to
2.
the power 2.
That's 5 to the power 2. So we can write this as right? We can write this as what is the meaning of this? Meaning of what? What is the meaning of that? Square root. The other name? What is the other name? Mama give it.
Kapanne.
Katta, right? So what you are going to cut? Power?
Power 2.
Power 2. You are going to cut power 2, right? So this is long katta, right? Long knife. So you are going to cut this 2 and this 2. What are the remaining numbers here? If you cut them, now power 2.
2 5. 2 5.
2 into 5, right? So the remaining numbers are 2 into 5. Right? If you want, you can take your pencil, right? If you want, you can take your pencil, right? Otherwise, you might forget. So I am going to cut. This is my pencil. This is my pencil. I am going to cut. Right? This is my character, and I am going to cut my 2 power 2. This is my character. Remaining part, I am going to cut it by by using my pencil. Right? Now the remaining numbers are 2 multiplied by 5. Right? 2 multiplied by 5 means 10. So the square root of 100 is 10, right? But we have done it using prime factors. Prime factors, right? So this is how we are going to get the answer by using prime factors. Right? Right. Okay. Right. Write it. Where you see a character and power 2, you can cut them. Huh? That's the way. Where you see that knife and power 2, cut it. Right? The power 2's under knife can be cut. Correct? Power 2's under knife can be cut. Or now power 2, right, can be cut by using the knife. That's all. Right. Shall we do this one? Exercise 8.2. First question. First question. Part B. Now you know how to do this one. Can you send the final answer? 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied. I am not going to help. Power 2. Whole thing to the power 2. Can you send me the answer for the part B and part D? Right? Sorry, not part D, part E. Please do this too. Exercise 8.2, part B and part T. Do it fast. First part, okay. First question, part B and part T. Okay, Chirag. Yes.
D or E?
B and E. Simple E. You have to. What are these? Part 1, part B and E. Where you see power 2, you can cut. Try to make power 2s here. Right? You can make power 2 here. Separately. Number to the power 2. Number to the power 2. Okay, Nevin, you have sent me both. Okay? Huh? Nevin, I'm asking this one now. Under part 1, not part 2. Let's see this. So, second part you have to do by using prime factors. Right, second part. I'm asking the first question, part B and part T. First question, part B and part T. Under page number 5. Exercise 8.2.
Miss, my the letter E1 is, I think, correct.
Yeah. Oh, yes. 320, right? Let's see. But picture again, I do not know whether it is correct or wrong. 324. Picture na second answer is wrong, right? But take it put a balance either. I don't know how you get this. Okay, last one, I have a doubt. How it comes as 324. I do not know. I think Hasnili's answer is correct. Yeah, it's good. Right? I think Hasnili's answer is correct. So now focus on the board. This is the way you are going to do. Equal mark. Right? Here you have power 2 and here you have what? Square root. Cut it. So write down the rest of the numbers. 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5. Right? Focus on the board. 2 times 3, 6. 6 times 5, 30. Done. here, like I did earlier, I am going to couple them, right? 2 multiplied by 2 means 2 to the power 2. Multiplication. Here we have 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. Right? So I am going to couple them. Right? 3 to the power 2. 3 to the power 2. Here 3 to the power 2. And square root of this. Very easy, right? Right? This is what I said to you. Couple, couple, couple. Right? Cut. Equal mark 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. Right? 2 multiplied by 3, 6. 6 multiplied by 3, 80. So this should be answer 30 and 80. Right? Take what I am saying as it is. I told you to couple them. Right? Make power 2s by using these numbers. Right? Not power 4s. Right? Power 4. Right? This one. Right. Shall we do second question? Part A. 144. Right? You have to use the prime factors. Use prime factors to find the answer. Right? Like I did here. Right? Please send me the answer for the part A. By using the prime factors.
The which part?
Second question. Exercise 8.2, second question, part A.
Okay, sir.
Using prime factors. Using prime factors. Right, okay. So I'll do it quickly, yeah. Right. Yes, Neil, yes. So definitely it should be 12, but I think Nevin has sent the complete answer. Right? Right? So you need to obtain the answer like this. So square root of 144. Square root of 144. That means you are going to obtain square root of 144. You need to write it like this. Otherwise your answer is wrong. Right? So 144 can be divided by using 2. 2 times 7, 2 times 2. 72 also can be divided. 2 times 3, 2 times 6. Then 2 times 80. Then 2 times 9. Right? Then 9 can be divided by using 3. 3 times 3. Then 3 can be divided by 1, right? So 144 can be written down as 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Correct? Square root. Because 144, it is equal to this and the square root of whole thing. Now couple 2 times 2. Sorry. Multiply by 2 times 2. Done. Multiply by 3 times 3. Square root. Now take your pencil. Right? Take your pencil. That's why I told you to take your pencil and cut it so that you can understand. Cut. So remaining numbers are 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3. Right? 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 3, 12. If you have these number of steps, your answer is correct. Right? Alright? Right. So other things has also been done in the same way. අනිත් ඒවත් ඒ විදිහට තමයි කරන්නේ. Alright? Right. Shall we do part C? Right? 900. Do it fast. And send me this one, this step and this step. And send me these last 2 steps. You need to send me the answer and the steps right before the answer. Right? Only these 2 needed. Please send. Right? For part C. 900. Second question, part C. Second question, parts. Do it fast and send me last 2 steps minimally. Like never to send earlier. Never ever. Okay, it will take like 8:30, 8:35 wage ivara right?
Okay, sir.
Yes, Neville has sent me the answer. Neville got the first place. If you catch the pattern, this is nothing. Adya, please send me the previous step passage. Second place, Adira, then Rayumi, Netula. Right. Right? All of you, please focus on the board. Right. So by using prime factors, you have to find the square root of 900. Right? The square root of 900 means this. When make the square root of 900. Now you know this. Make all of them. Square root of 900. Right? And you are going to use prime factors in order to find the answer for square root of 900. Right? So I am going to write 900 here. I'm going to divide it by 2 first. 450. 2 times 2, 2 times 2, 2 times 5. Now 225 is there. The next number you can divide is by using 3. Right? 3 times 7, 21. Remainder is 1. Then 5, 15. 3 times 5, right? Again, 75 can be divided by using 3. 3 times 2, 6. 1, 5. Right? Here you have 20. Right? 25 divided by 5, right? 5 times 5. Then, until we got number 1 at the end, we have to divide. Now, this is how we are going to represent 900 by using prime factors. Right? So, 900 can be written down as 2 times 2, 3 times 3, 5 times 5. Focus on the board, don't write. Right? Square root 2 times 2, 2 to the power 2, multiply 3 times 3, 3 to the power 2, multiply 5 times 5, 5 to the power 2. Now this is a kapta. Nice. Take your pencil, right? Cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it. So 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5. 2 times 3, 6. 6 times 5, 30. Right? Done. So your answer is 30. Right? Today, understood make the got it? Do you have any questions? Now think this is one mountain. Make a කන්දක් කියලා හිතන්න. මේක තමයි අනික් කන්ද. හරිද? ඔයා ඉන්නවා මෙතන. කන්දේ උඩ ඉන්නවා. හරිද? කන්දේ උඩ ඉඳලා ඔයා හූ කියනවා මේක. කට ඇරලා හූ කියනවා. හොයි. හරිද? හූ කියනකොට මේ ශබ්ද තරංග තියෙනවනේ. මේ වේව්ස් ටික තියෙනවනේ. මේ වේව්ස් ටික මේ යනවා. හරි? මේ වේව්ස් ටික මේ යනවා. ගිහිල්ලා මේ කන්දේ වදිනවා. හරි? මේ කන්දේ වැදිලා මේක ආයෙනවා පස්සේ. හරිද? මේක එනවා අනිත් පැත්තට මෙහෙම. ඇවිල්ලා අපේ කනට මේක යනවා. එතකොට තමයි අර හූ කියලා දෙපාරක් ඇහෙන්නේ. ඒක ඕම කියලා මිනිස්සුන් නැතුව. එහෙමනේ වෙන්නේ. අර ඔයාලා බිත්ති දෙකක් අස්සර එහෙම කියලා දැන් ඔය ගෙවල් වල තියෙන සමහර තැන්. මෙහෙම ගිහිල්ලා මෙතන හූ කිව්වොත් මේක ආයෙ ඇහෙනවා හූ කියලා. ලාවට ඇහෙනවනේ. දෙතුන් පාරක් ඇහෙලා නැතුව යනවා. මේකට කියනවා මේ රෙසොනන්ස් කියලා. රෙසොනන්ස් එක. මේවා A level physics එකම කරපුවාම ඔයාලට ඉගෙන ගන්න පුළුවන්. රෙසොනන්ස් එක. හරි? මේ තරංගයේ ගිහිල්ලා හරි? ඔයා ඌ කියපු තරංගයේ ගිහිල්ලා මේ කන්දේ වැදිලා ආයෙ පරාවර්තනය. එතකොට ඒක තමයි ආයෙ ඩබල් ලූප් කියනවා වගේ ඇහෙන්නේ. ඒ වගේ සීන් එකක් තමයි මේ දැන් ඉරුෂලත් උනේ. හරිද? දැන් කොහේ හරි තැනකින් ආපහු එයාගේ සද්දේ යාට ගිහිල්ලා ආයෙ වැදිලා එනවා. හරිද? ඒකයි සිද්ධිය. Right. Okay. Now you know A level physics වල. හරි? ආර්ට් කරාට බෑ මේව ඉගෙන ගන්න. හරි? සයන්ටිස්ට් කෙනෙක් වෙන්න ඕන නම් you need to do maths and bio. හරි? Right. So now important part, right? But I hope this part might not ask for your exams. Exam එකට අහන එකක් නෑ. හරිද? එහෙමයි කියලා යන්න එපා leave වෙන්නේ නැහැ. හරි? Right? So page number 5. Right? Page number 5. Finding the square root of perfect square by observation. By observation? Observation. Observation means we are going to see and tell the square root. Yes, yes. Like that, right? Something like that we are going to do here. මෙතන කරන්න name එකක් තමයි. Right? So we are going to observe what? මොකක්ද observe කරන්නේ? What we are going to observe? There are two digits that we need to observe. Right? So first digit is units place. Right? The other digit is tens place. Right? So we are going to compare those two in order to get the answer. Right. So I am going to teach you an easy way to get this. You have to pay your 100% attention on the steps I am doing. Then this will be very easy. No tabalize, nothing complex. You will do it 100%. Do what I say. Now, first of all, there is a table. Table you need to remember that table. In order to do this question in the exam, most of the times they might not give this. But unfortunately, ඔයාලගේ තියෙන වාසනාවට මේ වගේ question එකක් දෙන්න පුළුවන් exam එකේ සමහර වෙලාවට. ඔයාලගේ වාසනාව. Right? අවාසනාව තිබ්බොත් they will not ask. හරි? හරි? Okay guys. So let's fill the table lah. Table එක fill කරමු. Finding the square root of a perfect square by observation. Below table is very important. Remember it well. Right. Okay. So we already know this. Right. At the beginning of the lesson, we have written this. අපි මේක ලිව්වා. හරිද? Right. First column. First column is digit in the units place of the perfect square. Right. I am not going to write all. Right. This is my first column. Digit in the unit place of the perfect square. This is my first column. And my second column is digit in the units place of the square root. Right? If we obtain the square root, then on that square root, right, the units place will be these numbers. In your right hand side. Right. So this is my second. Now the digit in the units place of the perfect square might be 1, 4, 5, 6, 9, 0. We have learned that earlier. We have learned this earlier. We make it right? For a perfect square, if we consider last number can only be one of these. 1, 4, 5, 6, 9, 0. Doesn't matter, right? Please write this, right? Then, if we get the square root of number, if we get the square root of the number, right? If the unit place of the perfect square is 1, right? Digit in the units place of the square root should be 1 or 9. Right? මේක තාම තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. Right? I will explain. Right? 1 or 9. If the digit in the units place of the perfect square is 4, then digit in the units place of the square root will be 2 or 8. Right? Take as it is. Then if you have units place 5 in this perfect square, the square root might be 5. Definitely 5. One number. Here we have 109, 208. Here 5 only. Then if you have 6, this should be 4 or 6. You cannot understand this, right? If you have the units place perfect square 9, right? Square root numbers can be 3 or 7. If this is 0, then it is 0. Take as it is. Again, and drink water. Right. Right. Okay. Right. පුතේ මේක ඉවරද ලියලා? Did you finish writing?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. Super. So now we are going to find. Right. Now you need to remember this. I will keep as it is. මම මේක මෙතන මෙහෙම තියන්න. හරිද? Right. By using above table, right? Let us find the square roots of the numbers between 101 and 1000. By using this table, we can only find the square roots of between 101 and 1000. Right? So if we have been given a perfect square between 101 and 1000, then we can find the square root of that particular number by using this table. Now let's see how to find that. For finding that, you have to use exact my steps. Right? මම හොයන විදියට හොයන්න. Otherwise you will not get this. Right? And otherwise you will tabalize. මේක පැටල ගන්න sure. හරිද? Right. Let's go to මම මෙතන දාලා දෙනවා මේ follow my easy method to obtain the square root guys. කියලා දාලා දෙනවා. හරිද? Right? Example number 1. Page number 5. Page number 5, example number 1. Right? So, find the square root of 361. Right? Find the square root of 361. Now, this is what we are going to do. Right? So, inside the bracket, I have given don't use prime factorization method. Observe and obtain the answer. Observe and obtain it. I have given it right within bracket so that you cannot use prime factorization method. You have to observe the digits and obtain the answer. This is how we are going to do. Keep your eyes on the board, right? And I will give you the time to write. Right. So first of all, I am going to write 361 like this. If this is your page, right? If this is your page, right? Take middle to write it. Right? Take middle part to write it. Right? Right. 361. Please write it. Mark them over. Now, I am going to draw two squares, right? Two rectangles or whatever, right? For the tens place of this number, right? Sorry, 100 place, right? Last first digit and the last digit. Anyway, I am going to cover them like this. So I am going to observe. I am going to observe this one and this one only in order to obtain the square root of 361. Right. So in the other page as well, you have enough space. In the other page as well, you have enough space, right? So don't worry, right? So Now I have covered this one and this one. Right? Now I will take, right? Now here we have 3. I am going to write here perfect square less than this number, less than 3. Can anyone tell me what is the perfect square less than 3? What is the perfect square number less than 3? Now think a little. How they?
1.
Less than. What is the perfect square less than 3? Please think. Perfect square less than 3. Is it 2? 2 is a perfect square. Sinara? Yeah. Yes. Puthala, you know the perfect squares thing? 1, right? 4, 9, 16 and so forth. Ne? I am asking. Now here you have 3. Ne? Right? Here you have 3. Ne? Perfect square less than 3. Right? Less than 3. So here we have 1, 2, 3. Less than 3 is this. Right? Less than 3. Perfect square is 1. Right? 1 is here. Right? Perfect square is 3. Right? If someone asks from you, what is the perfect square less than 17? Can anyone tell me? What is the perfect square less than 17? Closest one. What is the perfect square less than 17? Closest one. Now these are the perfect squares. Perfect square less than 17 is 60. Now if someone asks from you, right, what is the perfect square less than 11?
9.
9. Then what is the perfect square less than 27?
25.
25. What is the perfect square less than 85?
81. 81.
81. That's all. Arjun. So perfect square less than 3 is 1. Alright. Please write this. This is the only step that you need to do, right? As the first step, right? Then I'm going to do the other side, right? I'm going to do the other side. Now this is the units place. Now, if this is the unit place, right? You might draw an arrow like this. It would be better, right? If this is the unit place, right? Now I am going to write the digit of the units place of square root 361. Now I will tell you the digit of the units place, right? The digit of the units place of square root 361. Right? So how we are going to observe that? So right, 361, the last number is 1. We are going to obtain the value by looking at the table, right? We are going to obtain the related value for this 1 by looking at the table. So Buddha, here you have 1. So where you have 1 here, right? In your left hand side you have 1 here. Right? So what are the two numbers that you should have as the unit
1
place?
and
Yes, 1 and 9, right? The digit of the units place of square root 361 can be 1 or 9, right? So Buddha, here you have 1 and this is my 1, right? And related to that, I have two numbers, 1 or 9, right? This should be 1 or 9. Right? There is a pattern. Right? There is a pattern. Okay, මෙතන for your understanding, obtain these numbers, right? These numbers from the table. Right? Maybe important, right? No need to write it for each and every step. This is for your understanding. How you are going to obtain this 109. Or you can put this arrow, right? Like this. Alright, see the table. Alright. So the no need to write these things. This is for your understanding only. Right? This one and this one only for your understanding. You need to write this one, this one. And now 60% is over from the question, right? Right. Now I can write. So you can use the other page. If you want, you can use the other page, right? I will write it here. Correct? Right. So how we are going to take the numbers or take the square root of 361? Now look at this. So the 10th place of the number should be 1, right? 10th place of the number should be 1, right? So here we can write there are two numbers. Don't write. Don't write. Now look at the board. There are two numbers, right? We can obtain two numbers here. How? If we take one number, right? The 10th place of this number is 1, right? Units place of that number is 1, right? So one number can be 11, or the other number units tens place might be 1, units place might be 90. So by taking this number and this number and this number and this number, I can form two numbers, 11 or 19. So we can say 11 or 19 can be the square root of 361. So we are going to find it. Please write this here. Right? Then we can decide 11 or 19 might be the square root of the number. Might be the square root of 361. We are going to find it. Right? We are going to find it. How we are going to check? So the Meghalaya. Very easy. Correct? 11 or 19 might be the square root of 361. We are going to find whether it is 11 or 19. By now you know 11 is not the square root. Neither. 11 times 11 means 121. Right? It should be definitely 90. Let's see. Right? Now we are going to check. Let us check. Right? Now take 11 multiply by 11. Right? And take 19 multiply by 19. And please send me the answers for 11 multiply by 11 and 19 multiply by 9. 90. Yes, Devara send me the answers. Right. 11 multiply by 11 means 121. 19 multiply by 19 is 361. So, Buddha, finally you can write square root of 361 is what? 19. Right? Since I do not have enough space here, correct? Right? Right? So this cannot be taken. Make gonna bad. Right? So this is the correct one. So 19 is the square root. So the square root of 361 is equal to 19. Right? So this is what you are going to do. Correct? This is what you are going to do. Yeah? These are the steps that you need to follow. මේක ගොඩක් වෙලාවට exam එකට එන එකක් නැහැ කියලා මම කියන්නේ. හරි. Sometimes they might ask, අපේ ලක් එක තමයි. හරි, okay පුතේ. If you finish writing this, please do example number 2 by using the same method. Right? By using the same method. පුතේ මේක if you want you can write like this. මේව ලියන්න පුළුවන්. හරිද? 361 is 19 multiplied by 19, right? 19 multiplied by 19 is square root of 19 multiplied by 19, right? Equal 19 multiplied by 19 means, right? 19 multiplied by 19 means 19 to the power 2, right? Make here you have the cut down and the answer is 90. If you cannot understand, that's the way. Now do example number 2. Do it fast. Exactly, you have to follow the same way. Do it fast. Same way you have to follow. Alright, just fill this, fill this, fill this, fill this, and fill this. Done. Please send me the answer. Just send me the final answer. Here I am going to wind up the class after doing this example, right? So the lesson is over. පුතේ මේක practice කරන්න ඕනේ. එතකම් තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ හොඳේ. You have to follow this step, this step, this step, this one, and this one, then final answer. Done. Six steps. Send me the answer. Do it fast. Do it fast. You have to just fill this. Maybe I will can't. If you have done, please send me the answer. Which one is the square root of 576? There another. How long is it? Follow the steps. Right? Okay. Right? I hope the time is enough. Right? It look like somewhat hard for you guys. Then practice. This is the easiest way. Right? Right? Sometimes if you do this one in school, right, you might get lost. Right? Okay. Focus on the board. Stop all the works and check your steps. Check your steps up to now. Right. So we have 576. We need to find the square root of 576. First of all, I will mark my first number and the last number like this. Right. Now, perfect square less than 5. That is what I have. Perfect square less than 5 is, can anyone tell me? Okay, I have received an answer, right? I'll check it later. Can anyone tell me what is the perfect square less than 5? Tackle again. What? 4. 4. Super. Right? It is 4. Then the digit of the units place of here 576. Right? 576 should be what? Here we have 16. See the table. Here we have 6. The related two numbers are 4 or 6. 4 or 6. Right? 4 or 6. Now, there can be two numbers. So, what are the two numbers? Can anyone tell me? What are the two numbers? Sorry, I have missed a step. Step again. Right? You need to add what? Right? Square root of 4. Right? Square root of this number 4. So this is part important. This one is very important. So I have done little bit wrong here. I have missed one step. Perfect square less than 5 is 4. So you have to take the square root of 4. Right? Square root of 4 is, right? Square root of 4 is, or you can write very simply. After obtaining this, you need to find the square root of 4. right? Square root of 4 is 2. So in the previous one is you have to obtain data. Well, you have to do this step and this step, right? So we are going to obtain the square root of 4. Square root of 4 is 2, right? So then you can only decide the two numbers here. That should be 24. One number is 24. The other number is 26. Sorry, Uday. Mama body kanak magal, right? Less than 5. The next step should be you have to take the square root of this. Make a square root take, right? Then the square root is 2. So the two numbers will be 24 and 26. 24 and 26. Right? Now I have 26 or 24 or 26. Right? Might be the square root of 576. 576. Let us check. Right? 24 into 24 is what? Right? 26 into 26 is what? So 24 into 24 will give you 576. So this is the correct one. No need to check this. Make a check because 576 is the correct. So the square root of 576 can be written down as 24 multiplied by 24. 24 multiplied by 24. 24 multiplied by 24 means 24 to the power 2. So cut it. So the square root of 576 is 24. Right? Next week so that you can understand. Currently you have to follow the same steps. When make a previous step without this you cannot proceed, right? After doing this step you have to obtain the square root of this number, right? Then you can form the two numbers, 24 here, 26 here. Then find the square. Right. Okay. This is all harita kalla dina scene nige. Hari. Okay. Right. So guys, I'm going to wind up the session from here today.